on the chapel too. Historian Susie Lipscomb has assembled all the documents she can find that refer to early Upton. She's discovered that a Norman family called the Malephants owned the place for over 200 years. The little church must have served as their family chapel.
Right, so here we have this little building, which is quite
Are the people buried in the chapel Malephants? Owner Prue Barlow would love to know.
It's quite incongruous, really, that this chapel should be here with these marvellous effigies.
Oh, wow. And you think that this is a Malephant?
Well, we think it's a Malephant, because the Malephants were supposedly connected with Upton. It would be interesting to know which Malephant it is.
Well, I think I can help, because it's really easy to date these things. I've done a bit of research on it, and we can tell from sort of aspects of the armour what period this is. It looks like he's wearing a jupon, which was the fashion for the late 14th century. It's over the armour, and it's very close-fitting to his body. We can see the armour because we can see the chainmail coming out here, just under the waist, and this elaborate ceremonial belt. And if you look here, these are called gadlings, and they're for sort of close combat. Yeah, knuckle dusters. So I think we can confidently say it's from the late 14th century, which means if he's a Malephant, he's very likely to be Sir William Malephant, who died in 1362.
Gosh.
But there's another one, isn't there?
Yes, there is another one down here that we think is probably his wife.
But it's up here.
It's up here, away from the other one, which is perhaps strange that they're not together.
Well, they could be separate because they've been moved, or it could be that actually she's of a higher status because this is closer to the altar, which would fit with her being Sir William Malephant's wife, Margaret, because she was of a higher status, wasn't she?
She was a lady of means, apparently.
And actually, this makes sense that it would be his wife because, again, we can tell from dress. She's wearing a kirtle and a gown on top of that, and it's very close-fitting around the body, as you can see. And we can date that to the late 14th century because earlier in the century, she would have been wearing a wimple that would have covered her neck. I think we can pretty much say that that is Lady Margaret Malephant.
Gosh, that's really interesting to know all that.
That's great. We've discovered that the two main effigies are members of the Malephant family who lived during the 14th century. But was that when the castle was built? We're all looking to Richard to deliver some answers. He's only halfway through his exhaustive castle survey, but he's making pretty good progress.
Oh, look.
A rebate.
Ah, that's nice, isn't it? Is that what you wanted?
That's exactly what I wanted, yep. Yep.
Richard's asked Phil to investigate this arched opening at the rear of the castle because he thinks it could be a medieval doorway.
The door would have opened up and closed.
It looks like they've found the proof.
So the hinges are going to be up here.
Yeah.
And it's going to open inwards.
Going to open inwards.
And then the catch will be somewhere here. And then that literally seals the door.
Yeah.
So this would be an internal door through from a courtyard to get into the main castle itself.
Yeah, from the courtyard area out here, yeah.
So you'll be standing where the courtyard
I'm on the
is,
courtyard.
and
doorway.
I am actually walking into the castle.
Yeah.
Richard seems to have demonstrated that Upton Castle did possess a courtyard after all, and he's not done yet. Inside the two great towers at the front of